I have a feeling your forehead increases whenever you go bald, so I did the math and worked out your forehead actually increases by 5.3% whenever you go bald. Can we get some bald redeems so I can confirm my calculations?
Absolutely not. You know, with that kind of science, maybe you should work in the math department. Actually, I don't know if a math department exists. What do you need math for?
You belong in like 12th grade, okay? Go tell your teacher I said put you in 12th grade, okay?
Oh, accounting. Oh, never mind. I'm stupid. Is math related to science? Oh, physics. No, but that's different. You know, like, a mathematician is a thing. What do mathematicians do? Like, genuine question. That sounds like an idiot, but like, genuine question. What the fuck do they do?
Math calculates your odds of getting with Matera, which happens to be 0. Michi, look in front of you. Everything you see is made by math.
No, it's not. Look in front of you. Everything you see is made by math. That is not true. What do you mean by that? The person that makes a computer is a computer engineer. Engineering, physics, statistics, computer science. Okay, but what do mathematicians do though? Like, what is the difference of a mathematician and like a math teacher?
Math helps us understand literally everything, from the smallest particle to the entire universe.
That's...
Super high-level physics is applied math.
Super high-level physics is applied math. I'm lost. I've actually always wondered, like, when I was in school, I learned a lot of math and I never use it as an adult. I wonder what that's for. So if let's say you're a mathematician, right? What is your job desk supposed to be? Like, what are you creating as a mathematician? You can't say fucking numbers because the numbers already exist. You know what I mean? Like, do you work with, like, doctors? Do you work with, like, biologists? Solving numbers, but who's giving the problems?
It's a tool that mathematicians help create and improve over time.
So if let's say my stomach hurts, do I need math to figure out why it hurts?
Look up Hannah Fry or Matt Parker. They are two mathematicians that make great YouTube videos.
Oh yeah, but you don't need to be a mathematician to be a YouTuber. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not asking, like, what do a biologist do, chat? They do biology, duh. Like, I'm not saying that, right? What do a mathematician do? Math, five-head. I know, but like, what are they fixing? You know, like what? Who gives the problems and why are they answering it? You know what I mean? Like, who's calling?
Michi, you used math in fashion. Did you not use measurements?
Well, yeah, but I don't have to, like, calculate the trajectory.
Like why Jimmy is buying 8 watermelon each at $6.50. Why does Jimmy need 8 watermelon? Real life problems like that.
I see.
I recently took classes for getting a motorcycle license, and it involves a lot of the kinds of tests and quizzes that have obvious wrong answers, like simply crash the motorcycle into a wall. I feel like Michi is the kind of dumb that picks the obvious wrong answers on the test.
Okay, I'm telling you, sometimes they're right.
Mathematicians can actually discover numbers. Back in the 1840s, some guy discovered quaternions, which are basically numbers with 4 parts. And they're now used for rotating 3-dimensional objects.
Chat, where is the fine... Okay, genuine question. Where is the fine line between making shit up
for the sub
and inventing something? Like, where do you draw the line? And it's like, this is an invention. And it's like, you are making shit up. When it's useful... Everything has a use, chat. You know what? I'm gonna blow your mind right now. Everything has a use. If you make something for the purpose of it being useless, then its use is that it's useless. Either way, everything has a use. Everything has a purpose.
Just because it has use doesn't mean it's useful.
That's not true. My mom told me that I have a use. And that means I am full of it, which means I am useful. Now you shut your mouth right now.
I'm going to tell you a secret, Michi.
Oh?
Every science and math fact chat tells you is made up, because we think it's funny to lie to you and see if you believe it. Can't believe we managed to convince you that the Earth is round.
Wow. I knew it! I knew the world is a cylinder!
True. The volume of air you need to live is math. how much your computer should cost based on supply and demand math, the position your monitor's circuit board needs to be for it perfectly display your screen, math, the binary in the live 2D so that you can broadcast this stream. Please Michi take a year of high school please.
Actually, I dropped out of high school. That's number oh no. Number dos is everything is math is literally true. The volume of air you need to live is math, not true. That is like biology or chemistry, whichever you decide to calculate. And then how much your computer should cost based on supply and demand, that's whatever money you have, which is not really math, unless you think all numbers equal math. But if all numbers equal math, that means chemistry is math because there are numbers in chemistry. And also physics. So why do physics exist?
Thanks, Sissy
if math exists?
12 research.
All numbers... Chat. If all numbers are math, then why is physics math? Why is chemistry math? There's numbers in chemistry.
Michi, how do you calculate? With math.
Then why is there like other stuff where you also calculate? Physics... Why the... Okay, if physics is math, then why is it called physics? Chemistry is... If chemistry is... Chat, if physics is math and chemistry is physics, then why is it not all just called math? Branches of math. Okay. I'm just a consumer, man. I can't do this shit. No, this is why I dropped out of high school. I'm telling you. You know how many VTubers are smart as shit?
Michi,
I'm done.
Math is a
done
language. That language
okay,
is used to
true.
describe everything in the universe. Physics is applied math. Chemistry is applied math.
I'm done.
They're just using the words of math to describe things in their own specific field. Michi, you need to be good at math, otherwise you'll do dumb stuff like donate too much money to tubers.
I'm getting out. I might use this.
If dresses are clothes and pants
you
are
PMO.
clothes, why are they called different things? Why aren't they all just clothes?
Is this another one where it's
Since
like...
I put this in a way you will understand physics to math as Mochievee. I have missed you! Exclamation mark. Why
Lots
is my
of
mathematicians work in finance? Help predicting the way the market works takes a ton of math. They can then use that to predict things for companies and the like. Statisticians, game theorists, and so on.
Game theory?
And physics is how the world works. Math is the language that physics works in. Chat, you need to explain it to her like she's 3 years old.
I don't get it.
The work of academic mathematicians is mostly in improving the methods we use to solve existing problems, or finding new
you
methods
just said
to
all
solve
the words I
existing
managed to
problems
understand.
in a faster or more efficient way. Problems
Fussing
that don't
about-
seem to have any real use to a layperson, like a formula to find inverse square roots, turn out to be critical to making video games. See Quake 3 fast inverse square root implementation.
Ah.
Yeah, chat, if Italian cuisine is food, and Japanese is food, and Mexican is food, why do chefs specialize on just certain foods? That's how you sound. Now go ask for a taco in Ichiran in Japan. Did you make a real thing, and can describe it doing a useful job? TL, doctor, if you can patent it, it's an invention. I lost the tits gamba, I guess. 100 donos and no tits. Also, have you looked at the Dreadout games? They're set in Indonesia.
They are?
When you get down to it, the foundation of all sciences, including biology and chemistry. They are just applied in different way for different purposes. For example, math in biology may be used to understand patterns, such as migrations. It's also applied more in depth in things like biochemistry and helps doctors save lives.
Doctors save
They are all
lives.
subgenres of maths. Like heavy metal and punk are both genres of music. Think of all the different genres of music.
Thinking.
Maths is like that. It's all maths, but it's all different.
Thinking. Okay, not gonna lie, all I heard was video games and thinking. To put this in the way you understand, physics is to
Chat
math
currently
as
getting
VTubers are to
donated
streamers.
for $4.20. I think she's understanding nothing of what we are telling her. Don't worry, Chivi, you'll learn when you grow up.
I think she's understanding nothing. Okay, so if I get this right, math is like a shape, and physics is like a square. Yes? Because, like, physics is math. But math is not only physics. Bro, you could have just said that. That is the... I keep making this example, chat. If you're gonna tell me something is something, but it's not something, just compare it to shapes. Like, the shape... Square is a shape, but not every shape is a square. So, math is a shape. So, if you're a mathematician, are you just good at everything? Like, can a mathematician be a physician? But a physician can't be a mathematician, right? She is literally 5. Fuck you, chat. That is not... That is the most easiest way to... Okay, why though? If math is a shape, right, and physics is a square, then if you're mathematicians, you can be a squarician.
Mathematicians look down on physicists because they consider them too sloppy. Physicists look down on engineers because they consider them too simple. Engineers look down on mathematicians because they consider them to be nerds. All 3 disciplines use math. As an engineer who's also doing physics, I'd explain to you, but I can't be bothered because I'm double lazy. Sorry.
Aww.
Michi, I'll be real with you. As fun as it is to tease you, I hate math too. I'm very stupid. Don't let chat gaslight you. Math is bullshit and not real.
So true! Math sucks!
Where does the math peg go?
The
math
what?
hole. Where does the physics peg go? The math hole. Where does the chemistry peg go? That's right, the math hole.
Where does the physics shape go? The math hole! I don't get it. Math is so confusing. The only thing I know... Bro, the only thing I know about math is math made sense until they decided to adopt outside of their fucking numbers. You know, it's like math... This is how I see math, okay? They have so many numbers. It's not like, oh, you only have like 10 numbers. No, you can make a gajillion bajillion numbers by mixing all the numbers up. You literally can't be wrong because they're numbers. And then they decide, oh shit, this shit's boring. You know, it's like Minecraft. Like, Minecraft was easier to understand when you had like dirt and shit. And then they continue adding like DLCs into math. And then you get like letters and stuff. Science and math is fucking complicated. In my head, I understood math until they added DLCs. I think I stopped working until like they added letters and shit. The moment they're like, you know what? That would be so funny if we added alphabets. Yes. And then they added alphabets and then the shapes look really fucking weird. And I don't get it. You lost me there. No algebra. I understood a little bit of algebra. X square plus something x plus minus a number. Okay, execute. God damn.
I work at a bank. All money is a number, and the bank can't fire me because I keep all their antiquated shit working so they can keep playing in stock markets.
They do that? Oh my god, is that a secret? Was I supposed to know? Ow! Albert, no. Oh, I'm not supposed to know. Oh, I pretend not to hear. Oh, wait. Yes, they do that. No, it's not. Oh, it's not a secret. I didn't know the bank did stock markets.
My dad programmed missiles to hit other missiles for a living for 40 years or so. I grew up learning a not insignificant amount of math.
That's a job? That's a thing? Ooh. My granddad gambled.